Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome God and...
So we haven't been here in a couple of months. We had you were doing some things. I was doing some things. You went away for a while, or I went away for a while. I don't know, but we didn't have any time. Last time
you
we
were doing
here,
father stuff, which I
went
can
to
only
DC.
appreciate.
I remember
DC
your
with the Girl
schedule
Scouts.
changed too, didn't it? Weren't you doing?
My schedule did
some
change.
nights.
Yeah, I did
and
some
of course,
nights for a while.
And Twin Peaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Twin Peaks,
now have you
yeah.
watched?
Well, we're gonna
I
talk.
don't watch anything.
We're going to talk about that. So
We're
we'll
gonna talk about
wait
that.
till you're
We'll
gone.
wait till you're not here for that. But yeah, Greg came over last night to the house. We watched the first 4 episodes.
Oh.
Okay.
We have a 5th to watch, but it was just
Tell me
it's
this:
too much.
you were enjoying it?
My head
Or-
exploded.
I very much am enjoying
good.
it. I watched each episode 3 times now just to see if it helps me understand it.
So for a
It
fan,
does not, it
for
does
a
not
fan
help
of your
it.
caliber to like it, that's high praise.
Yes, it's everything we wanted, but
Yeah.
nothing we expected.
Oh man,
That's
even
David
better.
Lynch.
Oh man,
We'll talk about it.
it's all anal.
So Greg, so I've seen
The
each
whole
episode 2 or 3 times now. Greg
Excellent.
came over and watched 4 straight episodes, and
my
it's just like it's
my
a lot. It's a
brain
lot.
melted,
Yeah.
and then I started talking in a weird language, and then Art sent me
Right.
home.
So we can catch up on that a little bit
True
later,
story.
just so we
Yep.
don't spoil anything for Todd, of course,
Right.
because Todd is not
I'm not a
about
spoiler guy.
Mm-mm.
No. And so last time we were here, we discussed many different things.
Han Solo dies.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
damn it.
lightsaber right through the chest.
Eventually we all die, Greg.
Yes, but no one ever truly lives.
No one ever truly.
Last time we were here, we discussed Gods and Monsters activities that went on. One of those that we were hyping, which we were not here for, was Comic Book Day. How did that go for you?
Free Comic Book Day was great.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
we did really well that day. I gave away a ton of comics. Got a lot of kids into reading.
That's the reason for the
that's
season.
That's the rub, isn't it?
Did
Get
you
it?
have tables and booths, and was all this filled up? Did you have stuff?
We did. We filled up the whole of the atrium with participating artists
Good.
and vendors.
Good. And then when we were here that day talking about Free Comic Book Day coming up, you had also discussed other things that are going out,
Sure.
branching out and things. But then
Yeah.
you were also discussing, the plans for the bar. Here's some
sure.
video that I shot just earlier today.
We
can
got
talk over
a
it.
little bit of a sneak peek.
Right. We can talk over it as we discuss what we just saw.
Yeah. Sure.
And how far along are you on the bar?
We're quite a ways, actually. We've got a sneak peek coming up on the 17th next Saturday. Which
That sounds
Which
like a
is-
familiar
which
kind
yeah.
of date. What
That's a
what
good-
else is
that's
going on
good.
that date?
The second.
Oh yeah,
The
the
second anniversary of
Two
Gods and
years.
Monsters.
Wow,
Yes.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years of me gabbing away.
Yep, 2 years, and
Damn.
it has gone by. The second year for
It's
me anyway
quick,
went
right?
much faster.
Oh my
Much
God!
faster.
That means we've been doing this show for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years
right.
or more than 2
Yeah,
because
more
we
than
were
2
doing
years.
it before the
Yeah.
store even opened up. So
Some of us have been doing it long.
no,
Well,
now we've got to 100 episodes by season 1. Season
Yeah, man.
2, we only got to we're at
That's
episode
a good
144.
season. That's a strong season.
Yeah, that was a strong. We did a lot of 6 and 7 hour episodes that got chopped up
Sure.
into
Sure,
1
sure,
hour
sure.
shows.
Well, that's how some very
Cheating.
successful shows do it, though.
So
they,
by cheating.
they spend
Yes.
more time
It
and
was
effort
cheating.
doing fewer episodes, and it's a better season.
Yes.
It's a better arc.
we're a more polished show now.
Oh yes,
yes,
we got
of
it
course.
going on.
I think so.
So that's coming
We
up.
get rides in Teslas.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Oh, God. So I can say, because this won't be up by Saturday, I can say coming up this Saturday is the 2nd anniversary of Gods and Monsters.
Yes.
We'll be here live on Facebook we'll start a little bit before 11. You said the doors
Oh,
open
yeah.
at 11?
Yes.
So we'll be
Yes.
up here Facebook living. We hope to see your comments pop up. And if
Sure.
you're in town, don't watch the show. Come down here
Yeah.
because you want to be here. What kind
Come
of
and see
events do you want to let us know about?
Well, we'll be doing more of the artists and vendors set up out here. So we'll have like a little like a little art festival-ish
Good.
kind of vibe going on out here. But it's just it's just a party. It's 2 years, man. It's
And you
a lot
said
of,
that
a lot of
the-
places don't last that long.
The
Very
vault,
true.
the vault, which is the name of the bar.
Right.
You said that there's going to be a little bit of a sneak peek. Is
Yes.
it also going to be open for business?
Vault 5421 will probably not be open for business, but we will in lieu of being able to serve you sell you a beer. I believe we are procuring kegs to give away. Now, hold on, let me.
That's gonna suck.
Let me ask the wife. Is that what's going on?
If we can't get the license in time.
If we can't get the license in
Oh.
time, which I'm not counting on,
Making a rare off-camera appearance here is on
we will while supplies last.
yes, well supplies.
So
be giving away
Again-
beverages.
again, Todd being bad at business.
I'm terrible at business.
If he can't,
If we've learned anything in 2 years, it's that I'm terrible at business.
If
The
he-
wife needs me. 1 second.
go ahead.
if he can't sell you beer, he's going to just give it away. So you
See-
can't legally sell the beer. So here, just have it.
So, business calls.
Yes.
I'm gonna jump in again before the end of the show.
Okay,
but-
we can.
but I-
So
Now, who are you?
Hey, hi everyone. I know it's been a while. I've been working on a project for 8 months.
Is there something you can? Oh well, let's
Probably
introduce. Let's properly introduce Queen Q.
Hi, I'm
Q
Queen
back
Q.
to the show. Sometimes co-host to the show, sometimes not.
Yeah, because my life is spiraling out of control at the moment.
Fridays have been busy for you, I guess, the past year or so.
Oh my God, today's my only day off this week.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, I brought a list.
A list
I
of things
made
to
a-
talk about?
Yes.
Wow. Hell.
Yeah,
That's cool.
All right,
It's-
this is
this
what we
is
need.
gonna be fun.
This is good. You know what? Just go start right at the top of the list. You go right ahead and discuss.
Okay, we're gonna start with Riverdale. I've been watching Riverdale.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've heard some things
It's
about
getting it's getting some good reviews. I think the teenage crowd likes it.
Yeah.
They may not know what Archie was, but they like this.
It's cheesy.
If
Is
you
it
don't know what
good
Archie,
cheesy?
Yeah.
If you don't know what Archie was, then just go to a Publix
And stand in line.
look at the little magazines, and then right above the little magazines, you have
Right.
little books. And it's the Betty and Veronica's are the coolest.
I wonder if they'd
Yeah.
ever start putting Riverdale on the cover of those now, just to remind people when you're standing in line. That's that thing that you watch, and then they read that and they're like, "This is not what."
They
I
So
did
is-
that with Jessica Jones.
Is
so-
is it only one season so far?
Yes, it's only one season. I'm
right.
not done with the season, but I'm on like episode 7 or 8.
Okay.
So clearly I can't stop watching it because
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem. And it's so teen, cheesy, girly, but it's dark too. So
See, I've heard that the characters are good and
Yeah.
they're likable characters
Is
and
it
hateable characters.
90210 meets
dark.
Dark.
Yeah. Like
Really?
there's murder in it.
That's cool,
And
that's
there's
cool.
like I don't want to spoil it, but Archie is definitely sleeping with someone he shouldn't be sleeping with.
It's sounding like a way
Mr. Waffle?
better version than Scream Queens on Fox.
Yeah, oh God,
Is it
Yes.
is it Moose? Is he sleeping with Moose?
I can't say. I don't want to ruin
Don't
it.
spoil.
I don't want to spoil it. But
I never thought we'd have to put Riverdale spoiler alert on our show.
The question I was going to ask is, I lost it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is what I wanted to ask. Is there any supernatural part of the show, or is it completely in
Nope.
the real world with real
Total
things?
slice of life.
Good. Okay.
Good.
Cool.
Total
Very
slice
good.
of life.
Good.
No supernatural stuff. What did I want to say about it? Oh, I love Betty and Veronica. I hope to God that they both forget Archie and just get together.
I was
Oh
going to
my.
ask you if they've kissed at least
Oh,
once.
dear.
Not yet, because Archie is whack. I don't even know why these chicks dig him.
Are they?
Everything okay?
Yeah. I'm just checking. Are they?
Yeah, we're good.
Damn it.
What?
Damn it, he forgot his question again.
They are high school students, correct?
They are, though they all look like they're 25.
well,
of
sure.
course.
Of course.
But are they seniors in high school, or are they? It's not really
They
clear.
probably purposely don't say
Yeah.
because they're going to be in high
Yeah.
school as long as the show's on the air.
Well, the comics had always they were at the end of their high school. You know, they looked like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, and I do know that Archie is under the age of...
did.
No.
Veronica is so hot. Okay, like, can I just say that?
I was always
Yeah.
a Betty girl.
No, Veronica. It's all about
All
Veronica.
right. Well, in the pages, I'm about Betty.
She's got killer outfits, yo. And her attitude is awesome.
Well, sure, because she's rich.
Yeah, she's rich, but she's cool. She's actually not like a snot. Like,
Okay.
Not as much as she used to in the old comics.
Is Reggie an asshole like he is in the comics?
Yes.
Okay.
Can confirm.
All right. Because
Yeah,
I
think
know
saw
all the
Reggie
characters.
Once or twice. Yeah.
Did any known actors get attached to this at all, or would they go totally unknowns?
I can't recognize
I
any
don't
of them.
I didn't
That's good.
recognize anybody.
A lot of
either.
times that's good because you sometimes get distracted by a known actor in these roles, and if you cast it properly, then all you have to do is enjoy the characters. You don't have to worry
Oh,
about
yeah.
the actors.
Agreed.
If I see these characters in the future, I will know them as their Riverdale
Right.
characters.
They'll forever be known.
Yeah,
as.
like,
Yes.
there's Betty, there's Veronica, there's
Cool.
Archie. He
Right.
sucks.
Yeah.
I don't
Archie
like Archie.
sucks?
Yeah, he's such a loser. Why are they into him?
Do they focus on the adults at all, the parents, or they really keep it
Yes.
to the okay?
The parents play a significant role in the show, and they're all assholes. except Archie's dad, who's pretty cool.
Have they gone to the? I know we don't want to do spoilers, but we can say have they gone to any levels to where they've killed off any characters that are known well in the comics?
I don't know if this character was well known, but from episode 1, the whole thing is about somebody who got
Okay.
murdered.
Okay.
Oh,
There you
God,
go.
it's Twin Peaks.
Hey, easy.
Hey, I
is-
haven't touched that yet.
Oh, is it on your list?
What else you got?
No. I got so much on here.
Let's go to the
This
next.
is exciting. E3 is coming up. Do you guys watch E3?
it's not you watch it, you go to it, right? It's the
can.
Entertainment Expo, Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you can also watch the
Is
the
it
big
like YouTube
showcases at home.
live stream type stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, and I have Xbox One and PS4, so I can
you
watch
do.
both
Of
of
course you do.
those.
Well,
of course.
she was given.
She was
PS4,
gifted.
and it was a gift.
If I
got to
recall,
give
PS4 gifted with Battlefront.
Yeah.
Awesome.
PS4 was gifted with.
I thought it was Battlefront.
No, it wasn't Battlefront. It was. Oh, I can't even remember because I'm such a spoiled snot.
Oh well,
I know Xbox One definitely came with Sunset Overdrive, which I had heard about at E3 the previous year. So I'm excited for E3. It kicks off tomorrow.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's already like people are already there. Oh, I think. Hey, pizza guy.
Art does, yeah.
Right here.
Art. No, I don't work for Fox.
Are you guys looking
Well,
for
are they calling? I'm not
not
taking
sure.
calls right now.
I don't do anything. All right.
There's nothing really like you watch the showcases to find out what's coming or what's happening.
Yes.
Is it mostly video games? Because that's not what it used to be. It used to
Yeah.
be consumer electronics, and that's
Yes.
that's when I paid attention to it, because they would announce the newest flat screens, the newest, all these cool new things, and now it's just become
Games.
another showcase for distributors or whatever to show their latest trailers for the titles. That's boring.
And it's not totally exciting. Like I watch it to make fun of it because they do a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like bring
the
a
big,
celebrity.
What's the big draw going to be this year? I mean, the VR thing is played out. That was the big thing at E3 year before that and year before that. But what's the big thing this year?
Everybody's expecting a lot of Nintendo announcements, I guess. I'm
Yeah.
not a big Nintendo person, so I'm like, whatever. EA pissed me off real bad this year. We'll get into that. That's on my
that's
list
on your
later
list.
on. You're on the list. And I just watch it to make fun of them and get drunk and throw stuff at the television.
Okay.
Like it's like the Super Bowl for me.
All right then.
Every once in a while, they announce or show something that's wicked cool, and I won't stop talking about it for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly, I watch to see what idiot celebrity showed up, what car they're going to drop from the ceiling.
Sure.
And,
I'm surprised to see, and Celebration was this way too, a lot of live stream stuff. They want people to pay the money to come down there, but then at the same time, Celebration was live streaming the George Lucas interviews that Harrison Ford was there, and it was like the whole cast was there, and it's like, wow, people stood in line for 4 hours for this, and I'm sitting on my computer watching it at work.
Yeah, but the difference is when you go to E3 and stuff like that, they'll show you the beta or the demo or whatever for some amazing thing happening, and then you go to the next room and you can actually experience and play it.
Gotcha.
So there's a big benefit to going to that, and rather than just watching it.
Yeah.
But
I see.
That's something I'm just a little disappointed what E3 has become, because there are a couple of video game shows per year, and now E3 is just another one.
Yeah. If it was more electronics on the showcase front,
Yeah.
as opposed to just games, I would be 10 times more interested. But every year I pick and choose which ones I'm going to run home and get drunk to.
Didn't E3 just not have a show a couple of years, maybe 5 or 10 back or something like that? It was huge, and then it was shrinking, and I believe I
Every
don't
other
know if
year?
it was E3 or maybe it was a different show on consumer. CES. It was CES.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was like, nah, I
that
think
stopped
E3.
for a year or
Oh,
two.
it did, really?
Yeah. But I think that's back on now. And
Back on every
CES is what E3 used to be, where it's just consumer electronics show, which they show you all the cool shit coming out.
CES used to be the only game in town when
and
it came
it
to
used
those
to
events.
be
Yeah.
huge, like ridiculously huge.
Yeah. And that goes back to like the early 80s,
Yes.
if I
Yes.
recall. Yeah.
Man.
All right, what else is
All
on
right.
that list?
Okay, what else is on the list? I'm learning to build PCs.
Really?
Yeah,
Got tired of buying them or getting them gifted to you, and you just decided to start building them.
I did not think of it that way. Thank you. Now I feel like an asshole.
I will say that's one of my bigger joys
You've done
is
it.
when I have decided, all right, it is time to upgrade, because I only do it every 3 or 4 years.
Good, as you should.
I believe you shot video one time doing it,
Oh
didn't you?
my God, don't ever watch those. That's so long and boring. Anyway, yeah, so you were building your own
I'm
PC.
learning. I'm
Okay.
learning. So back in high school, I studied the A+ certification thing.
Okay.
And I picked it back up recently because I never tested. After I studied the material in high school, I never tested. So now I'm picking up the 9th edition, and I'm going to test, hopefully in early August.
What's interesting is that building PCs has become so easy lately.
Yes.
I mean, so easy. Although you still run into major problems. Because,
Sure.
Because this stuff is so fragile and so delicate that, you put in the memory and stuff like that, you flip on the computer, and if it turns on or doesn't turn on, you're like,
Right. The memory card may or may not
Yeah, so you're switching memory and you flip
Checking
it back
your
on.
power,
Maybe it'll work.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you're checking all kinds of things. So,
Well, I sort of dropped this before I installed it, but let's see if it works anyway.
but I will say, case design has gotten so much better in the past 15 years, and just everything is so much smaller. So instead of you big hard drives you're sticking in this thing, it's like or the M.2 stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've looked into that.
I didn't know optical drives existed until I was reading the 9th edition. I was like, what the fuck is an
What's an
optical
optical drive?
Yeah.
So what's the biggest surprise you've come up against?
Building PCs or learning to build
building
PCs?
PCs. Yeah.
The biggest surprise is that I absolutely fucking hate power supplies. I had to sit through a whole chapter on power supplies, and I was like, this is the most boring thing on earth. Yeah.
I mean, they either work or they don't work.
Yeah.
Yes, you should pay attention to the number on them and the gold or platinum certification and stuff like that, and the efficiency. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. You get an 800 watt, you're good.
And the other biggest surprise was I grew up in an age where CMOS was the program, the firmware that's on there was different. It was just like purely text based.
Yep.
Now they have firmware UEFI, which is freaking ridiculous. You can use your mouse. You can surf the internet from UEFI now. And I was like, where the hell was I when
its
that
own
happened?
little operating system now.
Where was I when that happened?
It became necessary because computers have gotten so advanced and complicated that one or a couple of screens of text just wasn't enough to do what you needed to do.
For real.
And but I like that because you can do so much more now to set up your computer and not have to worry about a whole crap ton of stuff before you even put on an operating system, because it used to be, all right, great, I got the BIOS.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Now we install Windows for the next 4.5 days. Now you can have a working computer and make sure everything definitely works before you even mess with Windows.
Yep. And it's bizarre.
Are you doing this now because you want a computer for yourself at home to play games on, or you mostly play games on a PC as well? You don't usually like to use. No. I mean, you don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox. If you're going to play a game, you're going to play it on a PC.
Yeah, but I haven't played games in like a year. I just don't do it anymore.
But you would probably prefer.
You know what? I play games on my Apple TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you can just download the game or whatever and just play.
Yeah, I got a controller and everything for the Apple TV, and it's pretty awesome.
Actually, I love your shirt. I just read what your shirt says.
Wild Stallions!
Oh my gosh, I didn't make out the words either. And
Thank you, San Dimas.
Now the hand's going in slow motion in my
God.
head.
Love those movies growing up. and because of those movies, I love Keanu Reeves. My whole life, I've been in love with Keanu Reeves. He's not a very good actor, but I just love him.
So have you actually built the computer yet, or you're still
Nope,
in
still
the planning
studying.
phase? Okay.
Yeah, still planning stages.
Stuck on the power supply chapter.
Well, let me just
I finally got through it.
let me warn you really, really quickly. Just don't even bother going to the next level of the Intel stuff that's coming out, this i9 stuff and the X299 boards. Don't even pay any attention to it because it's a mess right now. They got we're just getting a little deep in the woods here, but AMD just came out with their Ryzen stuff, and Intel was like, "Oops, my pants are down and my dick's out." So like, engineers,
is
what do you
that
got?
their slogan?
Engineers, what do you got?
Awful.
Give me anything you got.
That
Give me
should
anything
be
you
their
got.
slogan.
We gotta throw something out there right now to compete, because Ryzen is awesome. And they just said, well, here's an i9 and i3, i5, i7,
Yep.
i9, and it's like it sort of works. So that's where they're at right now, and they have no idea how it's going to work. So just stay with the Kaby Lake i7 type stuff if you're going to go power.
From what I've read, it seems like everything goes through about 2 to 3 iterations before they finally hammer it out.
Yeah, that i-line, that's probably 4 or 5 years old now, and it's pretty mature. It's on the 7th generation i stuff. So yeah, they've got it. It's nice. It's good.
i9. Wow.
Get you a 8-core.
Whatever.
Oh, wow.
All right.
All right. Plowing through the list here.
Overwatch. Have you guys heard of the game Overwatch?
No.
I mean, I've heard of it. I've seen people play. It's
I
just
watched Spider play.
it is so twitchy. I can't watch it. I can't. There's no way I could play it. But I'm sure that some 12-year-old is just a master at it. And
Describe Overwatch to us.
Overwatch is this game, obviously, for Xbox One and PS4, and I believe PC.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm more interested in the plots to stuff, so I really didn't care about the fighting.
It's essentially Unreal Tournament, but far more advanced, way more advanced with characters who have a lot more defenses and a lot of like a lot of cool stuff. But there's also, is it a single player mode?
Yes.
Yeah, with a deep story.
No. Actually, there is no single player mode at all.
But
I think you
there's
just play
like
online.
a story to the characters and
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
There are videos you can watch on YouTube. We found them, and
yeah.
periodically they release videos about the characters, and
Yeah.
it's got a really, really rich plot. Every single character has their own rich plot. Some of them interconnect to the
And
other
this is an
ones.
online game.
Yeah.
It's a multiplayer online game. The interwebs went insane because one of the characters
Oh yeah.
came out as bisexual or gay? Gay, right?
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about Tracer's butt.
No. Well, that was a thing too. But people were angry or I don't know, happy
because a character they were playing.
just because a character came out as gay.
Oh.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it,
Why
except for
would
the fact that this is a thing.
Wait. Was it a girl? Was it one of the girls?
Yeah, one of the girls.
They're mad. That's why.
There's nothing wrong with that.
They're mad just because a girl's gay and they can't have her.
Yeah, because she is a character in a video game, and they had a shot before she
And
came
now
out as
she's
gay.
no longer interested in you. And actually, she is never interested in you.
What is wrong with people?
I don't know. But if you don't want to buy the game like me, I didn't. I just watched Spider play it. Just watch the videos.
I do. I've watched
They're
the
fun.
videos, and they're nuts.
They're really, really freaking good.
And it's one of those things where they continue to give new characters new abilities and stuff like that with patches and updates, because I've been seeing like stuff I definitely didn't see the last year when it first came out.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, new gameplay where it's like, I didn't know that could happen. You know, stuff like that. New weapons or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, that's a mess. I don't. There's no way I could play that. I'm an old school like Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty 4
which
type
is-
player.
I'm not into Overwatch either. I'm not into being called a fag every 5
Too
minutes.
twitchy. Well, yeah, there's too much of that going
Sorry.
on. Too much.
Just not how I want to spend my evening
And
off
it's
work.
some high-pitched boy voice because, like, is your mother watching you? Where are your parents?
I actually have a slightly funny story about that.
Oh, did you
boy.
hear somebody getting yelled at?
So I have these, I know a lot of the entertainers here at the
Sure,
theme
sure.
parks. And, I meet everything, princesses, Indiana Joneses, what have you. And there happens to be this one princess, and she's like a super princess. She's been in like every equity show ever. She's so awesome. And she has a husband who also does the same. He's in a lot of the big shows. And they're just the friendliest, sweetest, and coolest couple ever. They're so down to earth. And she was telling me a story about how he's been kicked off of Xbox twice. And I'm thinking, like, the friendliest dude on earth. How has he been kicked off of Xbox twice?
You can-
Apparently, he's told kids that he'll suck their dad's dick.
Oh, well, when you leave your job, the job that he has, you got to let out some aggression. Apparently, he's doing it home online.
Things can spiral when I was playing a lot of the multiplayer Call of Duty. I would start getting that anger, that deep anger, and I'd have to walk away because
You're talking about the online Call of Duty. Yeah,
oh
yeah, I know.
because
some 6-year-old with a sniper rifle took you out in Germany.
with hacks.
Why are they so good? Oh, just leave it alone. Just
Yeah,
back
yeah,
away.
yeah.
I have deep-seated hate, too.
Oh yeah.
You guys know that my favorite game in the world is Mass Effect.
Mass
Right.
Effect, you've spoken about it before on the show.
Mass
Yes.
Effect. I even have, that's the only nerdy thing that's on my car is a little N7 logo.
Todd doing a drive-by onto the show.
I usually live and die by Mass Effect, but this last game was trash.
Oh.
trash.
That sucks. That's like
Yep.
Avengers 3 coming out, and you're just like, you know what? Ugh, I didn't like it.
Actually, my next, let's skip Mass Effect because I could go on
Okay,
forever.
Yeah, okay.
This is the one that has gotten me in the most trouble.
Wonder Woman.
How did you
No,
know?
no.
You cheated. You saw.
No, I just assumed because we went
Haven't
Marvel.
seen Wonder Woman?
It's a superhero. Wonder Woman is topical.
I hated it.
Okay.
Oh, you
Well,
did.
I am the only person in the world who me. And
I'm
Spider
hearing
hated it.
reviews at 4 stars. We love it. It's fresh on
I
the
know.
tomato meter. Somebody said a woman did a review saying she had cried during one of the fight scenes.
I
I
actually
cried 'cause it
read
was
that
boring.
too. Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Wow. Gotta say though, she is super hot.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Gal
Gail.
Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Oh.
Gal Gadot. She's aight. She's cute.
Remember how cute she was in Batman Superman? The one good thing in that movie
Yeah.
was seeing her in that dress
That
at that
dress.
formal party. Yeah.
She's great, but like, it's just a bad story.
It's World War One, right?
It's her origin story, right?
The story was bad. It was just a bad story. Like the whole time I'm bored to death. I'm like, oh, okay, well, is this gonna go somewhere? I fell asleep for a little bit.
Oh.
I fell asleep for like 2 minutes, woke back up, nothing had
That's
happened.
not a good sign for a superhero movie.
But I'm some kind of weird outlier. Me and my husband Spider will tell you all.
Yeah,
up
Spider
in
hates everything.
Yeah, I know. He should have a podcast called
Now
Spider
he's
Hates
going to know
Everything.
you said
Yeah.
that, and he's going to come back with 10 things that
No,
he doesn't hate.
I know, and I hope
Because he did that last time.
Hopefully, I'll be at that show.
I did not like Wonder Woman. It's so bad that my coworkers they don't even ask my opinion on it. They don't even talk to me about it.
Is there something that you could narrow down as to what you didn't like about the film?
There's a lot.
Script.
Okay, like first off, for a feminist film, I'm gonna give you a film that's more feminist
Ghostbusters.
than Wonder Woman. Oh, I didn't even see that shit.
I didn't
It probably
either.
was though.
It was awful.
I sat down to watch Burlesque with Christina Aguilera. the
Yeah.
cheesy teen.
Oh my
film.
gosh, yeah.
That
Cher was Cher in that?
Yeah, Cher's in it. That was way more feminist than the bullcrap that I was just served. I'm sorry. Wonder Woman had to
Much
be led
better
around by
love
the
story than
hand.
Twilight.
Yeah, she needed a dude to move the plot along. She needed guys to like tell her to stop every 5 seconds, and I was like, this isn't feminist. This is just a dude getting in the way of a strong chick.
Did it take too long for Wonder Woman to get off the island and get
Nope.
into the real world? They moved it along quickly?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was great.
Okay.
I would have rather stayed on the island of super hot cool chicks.
Me too.
Yeah. And they were all muscly and stuff, and I was
Yeah.
like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But then
But
they
they
got
just-
off the island, and I was like, oh, this is whack.
Everybody's been making such a big deal about finally we have a strong female lead in a movie, and I'm just like, really? 1979 Alien?
Right.
No.
People,
Every horror film ever?
they just say whatever's in front of their face.
It just.
Yeah, I didn't like
get it. I get it. I know that everybody was looking forward to this. It's like the perfect storm of DC finally made a good film. It's a strong female lead character. It's I don't know, something you can take your daughters to. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead and take your 9-year-old daughter to a World War I, horror film. That's fine. Sure.
Fine, whatever. There's a scene where did you see it?
Does she murder
No, I haven't
anybody
seen it
in
yet.
this? Does she kill anybody?
Well,
Spoiler alert.
when the bullets deflect off her bracelet and hit somebody,
I
that's-
assume
that just
I
happens.
can only assume.
Okay, but not necessarily directly.
No.
Okay.
And I felt people were like, "Oh, the fight scenes were cool," and they were fairly cool. Except I've seen better fight scenes in 300,
Oh, wow.
Oh, I loved.
and it
300.
kind of got
300.
the 300 treatment at times.
had
I was
that
like,
feel to
"Oh,
it,
Which is
yeah."
interesting because this is one of the first DC films that was not Zack Snyder.
Yeah, you're right.
Whoops.
Yeah.
There was a character, Dr. Poison, and I won't spoil it for you.
Dr. Poison.
Dr. Poison, you know the chick with the face mask? That was her name, right? Dr. Poison?
I didn't
Maybe,
see the
maybe.
movie. I don't
I
know.
don't
Okay, so there's this chick named Dr. Poison,
Good.
and she barely has any dialogue, and she's barely in the film, and she gets a 2-minute like dialogue scene with Steve in the movie. In those 2 minutes alone, I wanted to know more about her than Diana and anything she had going on. Dr. Poison was so way cooler. She had such a range of emotion. Like, was she always ugly? Did a science experiment go wrong? Like, did
Did they do that on purpose? Because Dr. Poison will come back in
yeah.
another film?
Because I don't want to spoil it, but
Okay.
she might. And she was so much more interesting. She was a scientist. And I was like, man, what is she all about? Then Diana showed up, and I was like, wow, you bitch.
Was there anything in this film that would allude to other DC universe things? Like, was there
Batman,
like,
Superman.
Aquaman, Justice League? Like, is there anything, or is this completely standalone? Like,
Well, it's set like
completely
60 years before
It is,
Batman,
but-
Superman, or
but-
more.
But they did in the first minute of the film, like and the very last one, Bruce Wayne definitely is. He's not in it, but
Okay.
he's present. So they
Do
this
that,
is
and then
just
it's a flashback from
yeah,
that point on.
the
Sure,
whole
sure,
movie's
sure.
a
You got to
flashback.
throw Batman in there
Yeah.
because
Yeah, and for a feminist film, like I felt like we didn't need Batman to kick it off, but
Right.
whatever.
yeah, that's the studio saying, "Look, we're still trying to sell people on this
Yeah.
Ben Affleck thing with Batman." So, and we just killed Superman in that
Well,
last movie.
Hold
so
on now. I mean,
What up?
Ben Affleck as Batman, I think, did a great
He did.
job. I think he's a good Batman. I don't know if he's
Really?
Yeah,
Remember,
I do.
we
I didn't
reviewed
touch it.
We reviewed it saying that Ben Affleck was not the problem with that movie.
Right.
You know, he
No,
he
no.
actually he did a convincing Batman. He didn't overdo it. It was
I love the fact that he straight up murdered people.
Right.
I think that was great.
Cool. I'm all about that.
right. It wasn't that.
You
it
won't
was,
like the film.
It
Spider
was
watched
it was
it.
Lex Luthor that was just kind of.
Oh,
Oh,
awful,
really?
Awful.
I know, and I
Terrible.
like him.
Jesse
Jesse
Eisenberg.
Eisenberg, yeah, from Social Network, and yeah.
I love hating Lex Luthor. I love hating him
He's
so
not
much.
a good Luthor.
Yeah,
Not a
I
good
don't
Luthor.
know.
That sucks.
Was
Now
it
I
a
wanna
type
see it.
miscast? I don't know what it was, or just they didn't give good material.
It was an axe. I don't
That's
know.
all right. All right, you
Whatever.
keep going.
What
down
else
your
we got
list.
here?
I watched the Vixen animated film last night, and anybody who knows me knows I generally don't like DC characters.
Vixen, you said?
Yeah, Vixen has an animated movie. It's garbage.
Now, when I
Okay.
think Vixen, what do you think?
I'm blank. I don't know.
Vixen, the '80s rock band.
Oh,
my God.
That's the first thing that came to
Oh
mind. I'm
my
like,
You know what?
Really, the Vixen's animated now?
I was
Awesome.
doing a Google search, and they came up, and I was like, hey, they look kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I'm actually
they
going to
weren't.
listen.
No.
No.
They had a song.
They had
a
one
song,
hit song, right?
and I don't remember what it is.
No,
right
I
off the
don't
top of my
either.
head, but
I'm going to listen to
I
it.
remember the video sort of in my head, but I don't remember the song at all.
I think the girl from
that was the
Vixen
problem.
did a duet with Ozzy Osbourne.
No, that's you're thinking of Lita Ford.
Oh, Lita Ford. Crap, you're right. Yeah,
But the same hair.
You can look
same-
up Vixen, two
yeah.
X's, and
They look cool. I wanted to hang out with them.
But that's
is
not
the superhero
this.
two X's, or is it just one?
No,
X
it's
Vixen?
one.
Okay, all right.
It's one. It's a black girl,
So
oddly enough. and
you
she's
watched
great.
this last night, you said?
Yes, I watched it last night,
Not
and
great?
it's crap.
Aw.
It's crap, but the character's cool as fuck. So that's just another
Okay,
thing I
so
wanted to
Wonder
throw out
Woman
there.
crap, Vixen crap. What else
All
crap?
right.
What other crap you got?
I don't know if you guys were checking Twitter today, but Black Panther trailer drops today.
Oh, it does. I
Yeah.
really liked him in that last movie.
Black
he was
people are
really,
so
really
excited.
good. Yeah. This
What's
is going to
up?
be his origin story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't like him in the latest? It was a Civil
no,
War.
No, that's
What's up,
fine.
dog?
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I'm oversaturated with superhero movies.
I knew this was coming.
It's
I knew this
true.
was
I
coming.
just-
It's true.
Listen. And I want it to be good. I do.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know anything about Black Panther. I will likely watch the movie in 2 years and hopefully be pleasantly surprised by a good story and
Right.
good acting and good writing and
He's
and
a good actor.
Good stuff.
12 Years a Slave, right?
I
He was in
just-
that movie?
Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's fantastic.
I don't know.
I'm getting oversaturated with superhero.
I knew that was going to happen eventually, though.
And I think that, like Wonder Woman, I think a lot of people are going to jump on board and say, "Oh, black superhero, and it's done really well, and he's powerful, and it's something that black youth can look up to." And I was just like, "Come on, knock it off!" It's like the more that we identify that this is black superhero,
Right.
Black guy.
can't we just say it's a superhero who happens to be black?
Right.
I mean, it just
Well said, Greg. Well said.
No.
People talk. No,
They can't.
when people would talk about Ghostbusters, I've been hearing a lot of retro or after the fact reviews, and they're talking about Ernie Hudson, and there's like he's the black Ghostbuster, and it's like no, he's just
Ernie Hudson.
a fourth Ghostbuster character that came in who happened to be black. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with we needed to add a black character. It's just a person.
Actually, I think that was supposed to be Eddie Murphy in
Really?
the original film, and then he realized it wasn't enough material for him because he was kind of an afterthought.
I had heard that too.
Yeah.
so they added another black guy.
Ernie
Take his place.
Hudson tells a sad story too at conventions about how he didn't fight for more screen time
Yeah.
because he didn't want to push it and get kicked off the project.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I remember watching it as a kid thinking this guy is late to the party.
Yeah, because he
Yep.
wasn't in the first hour of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't he have more scenes that were cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had more stuff, more material. He actually should have been in it all along. I don't care if he's black
Cut
or
for-
not. He
cut
was
for
cool.
time.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
was cool.
I thought one of the strongest scenes in the movie was when Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson were in the Ecto-1 driving over the bridge, and they were just talking,
Having the discussion
they were
about the
just
Bible.
talking.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was one of the really best scenes of the movie.
It was a quiet scene in the movie before it was
Yeah.
about to build up again. But it was them in
Yeah.
the car. They weren't listening to the radio or anything. They were just talking about the Bible and
Yep.
verses in the Bible. Mouse is in town. Everybody's here. It's like
Everybody.
everybody's here. It's like
Yeah.
it's the anniversary
All
show
hands
is
on
tonight.
deck.
That's next week, by the way. Will you be here for the anniversary show next Saturday?
Next Saturday is my little brother's birthday, so
When does Black Panther come out?
next year, February 16th, 2018.
Oh, okay. So that's a long
All
ways away.
right.
This is a teaser trailer, then I'm guessing.
Yeah, this is straight up teaser trailer, which I just have to throw that out there because nobody else has said it. I think it's funny that they're playing it during a basketball game.
NBA Finals.
I'm not into basketball.
Game 4
I thought
tonight?
That was funny. But
Wait,
yeah.
did you say it's coming out tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Okay, because it's Game 4 tonight, which
Yep.
could be the final game since it's 3-0 in the
Oh, is it?
series.
Okay.
Yeah, Golden State is taking down LeBron James like people didn't expect.
Dang.
Yeah.
No matter what, people are stoked for Black Panther. I'm personally stoked for Black Panther. I hated him. I used to hate him because of his character writing in A versus X, and now I love him. So
They got a high quality actor to play Black Panther.
Who is the along the lines and
what?
things sound weird right now. Who was the Lightning character from the DC universe? The Black
Flash,
Black
Black
Lightning?
Lightning. It was Black
it Black
Lightning, wasn't
Lightning?
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Black Lightning. He was in the Super Friends also. I think that cartoon from the
I find
70s.
that offensive.
Why?
Black Lightning. Why can't he just be Lightning? Is what you're saying?
Why do black characters have to be black something?
I don't know. And I often wonder, like, whoever created Black Panther, like, was that on purpose?
Right.
Like,
What Greg is saying is, why can't he just be Panther? Why has he
I
got to
don't
be
know.
Black Panther? I know what you're saying.
I don't
know. I
know.
feel it. I know what you're saying.
I mean, I don't want to get
this,
too
I'm that.
political and racial here, but I will, because it's like, I feel like racism is gonna stay racism until
Right.
we all accept. Every one of us accepts that they're people
Mm-hmm.
1st. They're not their ethnicity first.
No one ever thought we need to call him White Superman.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I was watching Cool as Ice, and they did a
Cool as ice. That can't be on your. That cannot be on your list,
Dude, no, it's
That's
not.
the Vanilla Ice movie.
Oh, that's going to be on my list for
They-
models of
Oh
movies now.
God, that was 1990.
Yeah,
I was
go
gonna
on
say?
Amazon and watch it. They have a riff tracks like version
Cool
of it, and
as
it's
ice.
hilarious.
You know what? I was in LA several years ago, and they were showing it at a theater.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Or are they just testing the equipment to make sure the audio works?
It was
Oh.
like one of those nostalgic type things where they would
Oh,
just show.
boy.
In fact, in Ocala this weekend, they're showing The Room.
The Room.
Do you not know about
Wait.
this movie?
I know about that movie.
Yes, I just read something on it about Wikipedia recently too.
Mhm.
I didn't realize it was like coming on tour. The
Yeah.
Room's like. Who just told me about that? Let me think for a second.
Because it was. Who's the guy from Pineapple Express and 127 Hours?
Yeah. Franco.
James Franco
Franco, okay.
just he's on the indie film circuit with his film, which is he takes on the director's role, and they're making a film about the making of The Room, and it's called the Disaster Artist, because this movie was the worst.
Yep.
It was the worst.
Balls.
But the
Big ball.
documentary about the film is going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh,
We're
no,
off
no,
track.
no.
What else you got?
Oh, well, it's irrelevant now, but I wanted to bring it up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go to the pass holder preview of Pandora.
Oh, okay.
At
No, this
Disney
is good that we're
World.
going to talk about this because this is the big thing at Disney right now. I mean, Pandora came out at the same time as Volcano Bay opened
Yeah.
up. There's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
locally going on here.
Oh, yeah.
But all right, tell us about your first impressions of Pandora.
Pandora. And I had probably the best experience with it because it was a limited time that I got to spend in there, but they also limited the number of people, so I got to do every single
Cool.
thing.
Awesome.
As much as I wanted. And
That's
they
awesome.
even let us in an hour early. I wasn't supposed to get in until noon and stay from noon to 2 o'clock. They let us in at 11. And it was amazing.
Yeah,
It is
that's
gorgeous.
What I've heard as well.
I mean, I don't know how it's going to hold up in 5 to 10 years.
Right. Well, they're going to keep putting those Pandora,
Yeah.
the Avatar movies are going to keep coming out, so
I
it'll be
imagine
new and
they'll
fresh again.
continually update the park.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you loved the park.
I loved it.
How essential was it to know about this movie before you went to
Man,
this?
you didn't have to know anything.
Right.
I would imagine things are just beautiful.
Yeah, it was just it was just they did that thing where they just cram packed it with details.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's more details than your eyes can handle.
Now, do the floating rocks really look like they're floating? Because I've seen images of it, and it looks. It's like I know how those are staying.
Well,
up there.
of
Yeah.
course you know, but as a child,
If you're a kid, you're like, I can't figure it out. Of course, kids can't
right.
figure it out.
Okay.
But
Good.
I live with 4 other artists, so I
yeah. You knew.
immediately knew how
You
it
knew,
was.
you knew.
Yeah,
So
but
good.
it still looks kind of gangster.
yeah. So Pandora's a big hit with you. That's
yeah,
good.
the food was great.
yeah.
I
Was there a
got-
restaurant you went to there? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to have all the desserts because I went with a group of people
Mm-hmm.
and we all like ordered everything, and so
Ah.
we all tried everything. There was one dessert I didn't like because it had coconut on top.
I hate
Yeah, it had the dry
Why
sprinkly
do they
coconut.
do that?
Oh, I kind of like that.
Ew, no,
Yeah.
ew, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
This shit was gross. It was so
weird.
gross. But the blue
You know what?
one is good.
When I was a kid, I hated it. I absolutely hated
Really?
it. But now that I'm much older, I guess my palate has
Coconut
become refined.
on my donuts
tastes
or,
like ass.
or coconut on a Girl Scout cookie. What's wrong with people?
I would argue that.
There's plenty of alcohol though,
yeah.
Oh.
so I got like
In a
schwiggity
Disney
wasted.
Right.
in a Disney park.
Yo,
Oh,
theme
yeah.
parks are heavy-handed on alcohol. That's the one thing you need to know. You might be paying $14 for a drink, but you will be wasted. Yeah, and so that's totally the reason I keep my pass. And I even wrote Disney and told them, hey, the way you handled it was smooth. As soon
Good.
as you walked in,
They hand you a
handed
drink?
I wish. I actually got to keep one because I got stuck on the ride. As soon as you walked into the preview, they gave you a fast pass for everything.
Oh.
So everyone had a designated fast pass time, but because some people in my group get motion sick real easily,
Right.
I ended up with extras.
Oh, wow.
This is for Flight of Passage, the Avatar ride.
And that was amazing.
Yes, it was.
How? Okay, so I
Yes,
do
it
want
was
to ask this
amazing.
question. How is it different from other 3D experience rides?
Okay, when you get on this ride, instead of sitting in like a chair, like a roller coaster, you sit on it, you board it like a motorcycle. You
Cool.
have to straddle
Cool.
it.
Very cool.
That makes sense since you are riding a, what are they called?
I don't know.
Okay.
The creatures.
Riding
from
the creatures, yeah.
Riding the things. And then this back panel pops up and locks your ass in.
Okay.
And
That
there's
sounds dangerous.
it was funky. And then these two back panels lock in your legs. But all of those panels and the ride itself have motors built into
Yeah,
them
oh yeah.
to make it feel like it's breathing.
Oh.
The whole time.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little awkward for me too. I was like,
Now- You're looking at a screen in front of you?
You are. The room is about. See this front room?
Yeah,
I just
sure.
ate microphone.
Yeah.
It looks like it's kind of like this room. On one side, see where the comics are?
Yep.
There's just cubbies to put all your stuff in.
Sure. Okay.
The other side, there's a wall, and then there's the motorcycles. When you sit down, when everybody's strapped in and ready to go, the wall comes up to reveal a giant. Like a giant IMAX screen. It's bigger than
Okay.
IMAX, obviously. Now, we got stuck. The ride broke down in the first
Uh-oh.
5 seconds.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Yep, and it was freaky because if you turn around in the motorcycle and look behind you,
Yeah.
you could see the floor actually splits in half and you're on a platform that tilts you forward.
Oh, okay.
And so all my
God.
stuff is up there and there's like this ocean of robotics. We could
Oh,
see its
geez.
innards.
Oh my God, there's the Matrix.
Yeah, and it was just like Back to the Future where you could look around and see the other ride
See the
cars.
other cars, yeah.
And I have vertigo.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
So I felt like I was just falling like Doctor Strange, just falling through dimensions the whole time.
I remember experiencing vertigo on Back to the Future rides. too. The first time, it was just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
So
bit
you were
much.
going through that.
I was going through that, and it just felt like you were perpetually falling the
Yeah.
whole time. We stayed like that for about 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yes, 20 solid
5
minutes.
seconds into the ride.
Yep. As soon as the screen came up, my friend was screaming. She was like, and it just... And we were like,
Ladies and gentlemen.
oh, they have the
Please remain
worst.
calm.
I would have preferred that. They have the worst emergency thing. It's this guy going, hello?
Oh, no.
Hello?
They're making a joke of it.
Oh, God.
Hey, guys, it seems to be an issue.
Oh, that's bad because they don't know what's going on in that voice. You hear that voice? Something's broke.
And it's a recording. It's
Oh,
the
it's a
guy-
recording?
Yeah.
Hello?
And I think it's in the same
Hello?
vein of the controller people who are in the room and they would communicate with you when you're in your little
Oh, okay.
your,
So it's
your,
on purpose.
your tube thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
movie related, I think.
But they let us off and they let us back around. Nobody seemed thrilled that Sigourney Weaver is in one of the videos, the intro videos. I was stoked.
That's kind of cool. I mean,
But
since
I-
she was in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was in
Good idea.
Ghostbusters too.
I was
oh,
like,
that's
hey.
right. So the main character in the movie is in a wheelchair. Now, I've heard
Yeah.
the jokes online saying that how funny that the main character in the highest grossing movie of all time was in a wheelchair, and this ride is not wheelchair accessible.
Is that right?
Did you happen to notice?
Is that a real thing?
I did not. I see what they're saying because we had to go up a set of stairs to a separate floor, and I didn't see an elevator.
Whoops.
So, but how would that work? Where would they? Oh no.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
It's not ready, all right? It's not open to the... Oh, it is open to the public.
Yes,
now.
it is
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Open. That's
okay.
why I
Rolling.
said, it's probably irrelevant now because it's open to the public.
I think they just
What?
basket carry you up the stairs and they get you in there.
So that's Pandora. Is Volcano Bay on your list? Have you had a chance to do that? Now, Pandora, excellent execution. Everyone is
So
happy.
you hate
It's
this
gone
too?
very well. Volcano Bay opens up, and I'm hearing things. Poor.
I mean, from the reviews, I haven't been like. There's nothing that I can say.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, of course not. Of course not.
I have not been, But from the reviews, I hear that there are sections of it that remain unfinished.
Yes.
That are completely unfinished.
They were not ready.
Well, you just go down the slide and then there's a section missing. Ah!
Yeah.
I do know people that were there for the grand opening and for the TV people who got to do those things. And I mean, there's pretty much the ride was, grand opening, here we go, but there's still like construction workers around and they were getting, they were not ready. Not like, Disney. Disney says they're going to be ready. They're ready.
Well, except for Fantasyland.
That was one time. and then the pirates. The pirates did break down during the grand opening, but that was a long time. That was in the 70s, man. That was a different time. But apparently there were construction workers all over Volcano Bay.
Yeah, but when Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't try to eat you.
Yes, back to Jurassic Park again. Very good.
Dude, everything breaks down. Like, you should know better than to go to grand opening stuff. You should know better.
Hogwarts worked. Everything in Hogwarts worked.
They set a date.
No, I don't even know if that's true.
I think they set a date, and they wanted to keep on pace with Pandora, and they both they were not ready. I mean, it's probably fine now. And the bracelet thing, have you heard about that at all?
Tapu. They are the Tapu bands.
Yeah, the bands are taking the place of FastPass. You scan your thing, and it tells you, okay, your ride will be ready in 50 minutes, and it counts down on your wrist. You have to turn that band back in at the end of the day, and there's only 2 things on there, right? There's only 2 rides that you can do that.
It can hold your credit card information.
Ooh.
I heard, so.
But, so they had some issues, and they were not ready, though.
No,
they were not ready.
That is exactly what I heard, is that they are not ready.
Correct.
How do we feel about this whole fast pass, fast bands, come to the ride at this time and you can get on?
When you're with
They said
kids,
it doesn't work.
Oh, you mean in general, though? In general, like
Yeah,
at Disney? When you've got kids, you want those fast passes. You don't want to stand in line for an hour. If you can't get a fast pass for Frozen right now, it's still like 300-minute wait.
Oh, you know what? That's funny that you guys mentioned that, because Jimmy Fallon, the new Jimmy Fallon ride, does the same thing, and I got to get on that.
Now I've heard the Jimmy Fallon ride has gotten rid of the whole wait in line experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It doesn't feel like that.
Okay, so everything about the queue line for Jimmy Fallon is awesome.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you do get a little return thingy. But when I got on, I still had to wait like a good 30, 40 minutes.
Oh, okay, you still did.
Yeah, but it was all indoors.
Good.
And you get a color. And you know the NBC logo?
Yeah.
With the peacock?
Yeah.
It cycles through the colors. Everybody has a color that's on there. So when they call your color, you go up to the next
So they found a
floor.
way to get rid of the whole wait in line for 2 hours in the sun.
What they did was they found a way to charge people more money to give them privileged wait times. And I don't know if I agree with that at all, because it's like, okay, I get it. I understand. They want to make more money. So here is a special here. Let's move you to the front of the line, sir, since you've paid more money. I don't like that. I don't like that whole
Fast passes
concept.
aren't associated with more money, though, are they? They're just associated with pass holders.
So Disney and Universal handle them completely differently. For Jimmy Fallon specifically, you don't need to purchase a fast pass. That's literally a virtual queue. You get a ticket, you come back at a later time.
Yep. Cool.
Disney, when you buy a ticket, you have access to 2 fast passes?
I think it's
2
3.
or 3.
You can do 3 for
free, free of charge. And then once those are used up, then I think you can do it again. But by the time they're used up, here's how they get you. Yeah, the day's over. They're all spread out, so you'll have one at noon, one at 3 o'clock, and one at like 8.
I understand. Okay, I get it. But why make it cost anything? Okay, go to a ride and use your QR scanner in your phone and go beep, and then it comes back to you and says you will be ready to go on this ride in 400 minutes or whatever.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
And then you get constant updates on your phone if you either choose to or by 30 minutes or whatever. And it's like, oh, kids, we got to go because we've only got 24 minutes before it's our turn to get on that ride. Let's do that. Why do we have to have special bands? Why do we have to have special anything? Spend more money.
The special band thing came in before the whole smartphone and iPhone thing kicked off, and they're all in now with these bands.
I get the bands because
I like your idea with the phone.
I know Disney. That's basically your credit card at that
right.
point. You
Opens
scan
your
it.
door.
You can scan it
opens
anywhere.
your hotel door.
Yeah, you can get food with it. You can do anything with it, and then you can just get billed at the end like a cruise.
Right.
And then you're just like
$600
$600.
shop, right? Sticker shop.
I couldn't possibly have drank it that much.
Well, Volcano Bay had to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's a water park.
Yeah.
You're not going to bring your phone
No,
with you
sure,
anywhere.
sure.
So they're different. They're and the virtual queue line thing doesn't work with Volcano Bay, because when I was reading the reviews, people were saying that there wasn't enough to do. Well, obviously not everything's open.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So now you're just playing in the wave pool, and there wasn't, I guess, one of the one of the
And that is a fundamental difference.
Lazy Rivers wasn't open. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fundamental difference between a water park and a theme park is that in a theme park you can have so much other cool stuff to do and just hang out in an area, whereas you're at a water park. Okay, well now we're wet and now we got nothing to do.
Yep.
What do we do? Nothing.
And that's why it failed.
Yeah.
That's why it failed. And you're right. The fast passes are insanely costly too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are ways that you can get them for free. Like if you stay at an on-site resort, they'll give them to you for
They'll
free.
give them to you.
But
Which you've already spent $1,600 staying on property.
for you and your wife and your
Yeah.
kids. And then Halloween Horror Nights is a great example. Horror Nights is coming up. I don't like to do Horror Nights like house-wise unless I have fast passes. But they easily run me $60 on the slow nights. That's on a slow night. That's like a Wednesday night. I'm
But if
paying
you-
$60.
If you don't get that, you're seeing 2 houses
Yep.
and that's it because you've spent 4.5 hours in lines.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you really like Horror Nights and you want to see it all in one go, yes, get the fast passes. But you pay $60 for that, and then how much do you even pay for your ticket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 and something.
Well, if you have a Coke can, you can get $15 off.
Got yourself a little can, you can get in.
Well, Volcano Bay was not on your list, but we added that in there. What else have you got?
We'll talk about that later. Yeah. Why did I put Nintendo?
Nintendo. Well, you'd kind of mentioned it already. That Nintendo was coming out with something.
The Nintendo Land.
What's that?
Oh, I did see artist renderings for that.
Yes. They released a little kind of preview teaser of it.
Right.
And so you are able to kind of like look and get an actual impression of what it is going to look like.
But as Spider told me in the past, don't ever trust artist renderings.
No, with Universal, I can trust them a little more because Universal will actually build what they set out to build. Fantasyland.
I'm pretty amazed that they had not come up with this concept yet. Because
What do you mean?
Because
Nintendo
Mario's
Land?
been around forever.
Nintendo
Yeah.
Land, that's
Why is there no? I've had 2 things like that in my mind. Why is there no Nintendo Land, and why is there no Star Trek Land or something like that?
Hey, it took them this long to do Star Wars.
Yeah.
But Nintendo Land is even an easier sell because, okay, you have rides based on iconic
Make a
Nintendo
frickin'
properties.
Mario Go-Kart.
Oh
They
my
are.
God, that
Yeah.
would be
Oh,
amazing.
right.
And if you go on over these virtual things and you get your thing and then it's like, oh, you've got bananas here, push this button, and then
Yep.
virtually you're laying out
Right,
bananas that other people can see on their screen or whatever, and then it's, oh, that would be amazing.
Absolutely.
And then for downtime, in lines, maybe you're playing the games, maybe you're just whatever.
So Jimmy Fallon did.
It's good. Yeah, while you're waiting in the queue, they've got all the different versions of Mario you can play.
that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Find a way to make a Bluetooth so everybody can use their own phone as they're going
Yep.
through the line to play the game.
Yep.
And
Just
you
saying.
know
Just
what's
saying.
funny is every new thing that comes out, there's something a little innovative sprinkled in each one. So Jimmy Fallon does that.
Good.
They have a place where you can just sit down in leather chairs for a while and charge your phone. They each have like 4 plugs and 2
very good.
USB cables.
Very smart.
Cool.
There's touch screens. The ragtime gals come out and sing. Panda
good.
hashtag the panda. I don't get it because I don't watch the show, but they come out and entertain you too.
Yeah.
So it all goes by kind of quick. And I'm hoping that your ideas go into Nintendo. I'm hoping they do something interactive like that.
That's a great
'Cause
idea.
It helps. It really
Yeah.
does help.
Do we have an approximation on when Nintendo Land would
Nope.
be built? It's just the ideas are out there.
Just Japan. I think Japan's going to open first.
That makes sense.
Which makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't do everything first.
Sure.
And then Hollywood and Orlando will get theirs.
Of course.
Hollywood.
Afterwards. Yeah.
I don't think there's any land out there. I don't think they can.
I don't know.
All right.
Oh, this one's controversial.
Ooh.
I've been watching Handmaid's Tale on Hulu.
Oh, I've seen the
would
trailer.
I would like to start.
Peggy from Mad Men.
I just don't know how to
Hulu
get started.
Hulu, right?
Yeah, Hulu.
Yeah.
So what I did, I got a library card on my birthday this year because I found out you could just get
You're a
audiobooks
real
for
person
free.
now.
I know. Holy crap. So I can quit spending $40 on audiobooks and I can just
Smart,
listen to whatever I
smart.
want. I don't know why my friend's texting me, but that's okay.
Oh.
And so
Some sort
I
of
listened-
cosplay emergency. Just came
yeah,
in.
hot glue, whatever.
Right.
So I listened to the book first, and then I watched the show. You will not You won't miss anything by skipping the book.
Oh, okay.
Skip the book because the show, I'd say about 80% of it is not in the book at all.
Okay.
And it's told completely out of order, and they've changed just about everything. With that being said, the show is better than the book by
Okay.
a long shot.
Now, is this just like a one-time series, one season, or is this going to something that continues? Do you know?
I saw somewhere that they're already talking about a season
Because
2.
it's gotten already huge reviews. I could see them continuing it on.
You know what's funny is women are horrified by it. Yes, I find that the men who watch it are even more horrified than the women. Like, women are just like, yeah, whatever. This is like our reality. And dudes are like, this is awful.
And I forgot her name, the one from Mad Men, Peggy from Mad Men.
Yeah.
Who's on this show?
Yeah, the lead.
I forgot her name, but she's a great actress. I loved her in Mad Men. I loved her in something called Top of the Lake. It was another BBC type miniseries. And now I hear she's just awesome in this show.
Oh, she's really, really good.
Yeah. Here comes Todd again. I know he needs to sit back down with us.
I can't
let
stay
Todd
much
sit.
longer,
Does the
by the
store
way.
close at 9?
That's what the thing on the door says.
Because
but,
it's
you know,
past 9. It's 9:15.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yep,
we've
Handmaid's
already
Tale.
flown
Watch
away.
it.
Yeah.
I'm open 24/7.
Only Todd. Besides, I got a date with Anna.
Okay.
I love you guys.
And I've-
Thank you. Visiting the show here. We don't see you very often. Where can we find you online? Remind us.
You can't, but you know,
There we
whatever.
go. There we go.
Whatever.
Good self-promotion.
And we will come find me after the show. I got some stuff I can fill you guys in
excellent.
on.
And we will not see you here for the anniversary show. You
Probably not be,
Okay.
but my brother's ungrateful, and I have a tendency to cancel stuff with him because he's stupid.
said. Okay, so it could go either way.
That's for you, Sean. You're an idiot.
All right.
All right.
Little shout out to Sean there. Happy birthday.
Oh, these are going to be like super warm.
Yeah, and sweaty and ugh.
No, I'm excited. This
Oh.
is good. Okay, so
So when we last left Todd,
hey,
guy-
buddy,
oh,
oh, that was a cameo.
All right, I have
Brief cameo.
literally 15 minutes. And
you
then
really?
I have to
Oh,
leave.
you really
Yeah.
got a gig
Yeah,
tonight or
I do,
something?
yeah.
Okay, so then we do have to kind of wrap this up. But
Actually-
when we last spoke with Todd,
Yes.
Previously on Todd.
Previously on Todd.
so when we last spoke with Todd,
Yes.
we discussed that the second anniversary is coming up.
It is.
And you want to come down here? We'll be Facebook Live. You want to make sure
That's
you just
true.
come on down here. And
It's upcoming Saturday.
what
the
kind of
17th.
do you get the tour buses here on Saturdays as well?
We
Or
get the tour buses every day.
So those tour
bus-
buses are going to be pleasantly surprised that day
Yeah.
as the anniversary show is kicking off.
True story.
And the stores open up, and you're going to have
Yes.
the vendors and everything
So,
out here.
Yes, 11 and 6 on our event days are usually bedlam because
Excellent.
it's
Now, do you have any big
full
vendors?
of confused Brazilians.
Do you have any vendors that maybe we haven't seen here in the past?
You know what?
Something new?
Well, I don't think you got to meet Rick Stasinski, who. Let's see. I don't think you've got to. I've got to talk about Rick.
Okay.
Rick, I actually carry his product in the store now. Rick started his own company. He's an old friend of mine. I've known Rick for probably 25 years.
Okay.
And Rick directed me in a movie ages ago
Oh.
that I'm sure that he'd love to show you.
And we're going to roll the clip now?
And we're
No,
gonna roll
you
the
didn't bring the
No,
clip?
no
You didn't bring the clip.
No
All
clip.
right, no clip.
But I'd love to get him on the show too. He's a blast.
Excellent.
But Rick started his own company recently called 13X Studios.
Okay.
And 13X Studios produces custom hockey masks. He doesn't like to use Friday the 13th or Jason.
Is that the
masks.
one I saw in the
Yes.
vault?
And you do sell them
Yes.
here. Okay.
We do. Yes, he's becoming something of an internet phenom with
Oh,
them.
very good. Well, and he'll be here at the anniversary show.
He will definitely be set up here at the anniversary. But like our regulars, like Vaughn and Bonnie and
Okay.
Dennis, are all going to be
Okay.
set up. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
You're going to kind of fill up this space here
Correct.
with your
Yeah,
vendors,
the,
and
the atrium will be full as
excellent.
as it usually is.
We'll be
for our
here.
stuff.
We'll be here at the opening of the doors at 10 a.m. We'll be Facebook Live maybe a few minutes before.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was 11.
11.
Well, we open at 11.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
we will be
We'll probably start setting up and be ready to
Correct.
go just before 11.
'Cause I don't-
Actually,
I don't
that'll be
really-
a good.
I know,
that'll be a
I
good
don't
day
wake
to
up,
talk to
you know.
Rick. You
Yes.
can, you can probably just.
we
talk
want
to
to
Rick
definitely
that day.
make sure you sit him down and introduce us and remind us
course.
who he is and
Of
what he
course.
does here. Excellent. He started his new business. We want to talk about
He's
that.
a blast. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. But he's like in the 2 months I think that he's had his business, he's already on the radar of like Alice Cooper and Kane
Excellent.
and Kevin
Excellent.
Smith. Like because he does basically he'll take a hockey mask, like a regular stationary Jason hockey mask,
Okay.
and he'll he does all of the movie ones, but then he'll do ones like he does a Silent Bob one where he paints Silent Bob's face on
excellent.
it. and somebody bought his Silent Bob mask at I think it was Spooky or MegaCon.
Okay, Spooky
and
Empire.
tweeted it, and Kevin caught wind of it. And
Oh,
now,
he did.
And now the Silent Bob mask is exclusive to the Secret Stash in
Oh.
New Jersey. So it's basically worked out like that. And,
Is it
and-
hanging up on the wall somewhere at the
and
Secret Stash?
It is. You can buy it on their online store, but he just sent me
Okay.
a shot of it. And,
Excellent. Good for
it is on the
him.
walls.
That's
I
good
know.
news.
It's great, and he's really big on doing like customs and limited edition stuff. And,
How do you do a Silent Bob hockey mask?
It's
Picture the mask is on him. It looks like him, like
he's got the hat. He paints
the backwards
the hat,
hat,
Okay,
probably.
yeah.
and he's got
The
I think
goatee.
the goatee. It's basically like an icon. It's basically like an
All right.
iconic shape
Okay,
on a
okay,
hockey
okay,
mask.
yeah.
But he does like a he does.
Okay.
You just put that anywhere.
You don't know how
Well, he does
often
like
that
a
actually happens to me at
he
home.
does
That
he
happens
does
to me
like
at home all the time.
he does a Deadpool one, and he does
Oh,
like
okay, all right.
a bunch of
Cool.
different monsters,
Okay.
ICP and all that crap.
That's
Really?
cool. Make sure you introduce him to us during our live show.
I will.
Absolutely.
I will. Rick's a good guy, and he's
Juggalo.
he's a what they call a hustler.
Now, I know you have to leave soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
and
I
a
want to
couple.
ask
Yeah,
Todd
come on.
one last thing,
Yeah.
because 2 months ago we discussed Player One down by Disney World.
Sure.
You're trying to start some sort of
Yes.
partnership up with them. Do you have any update to that?
Well, I have kind of an update. It's not necessarily great news, but it's not bad news. We were moving forward with both the talks about the Longwood location with Hourglass,
Yes.
and the possibility of a location with next door to Player One over by Disney. And right now, I don't think either of them are in the cards for us. We were hoping that they would pan out a lot quicker than they are.
Okay.
But we're still interested in it, and we're still kind of massaging those prospects, but they're not happening probably anytime soon.
Well, that's
Okay.
a bummer because
So-
that really felt like a really good mating of
I'm anxious to do it.
Yeah.
I am. What I'm really anxious about is the bar here. If the bar takes off here, it will. I feel it will financially stabilize us enough to where we could really entertain those
Other ideas.
those prospects.
Okay.
Yes, because we love Brett and we want to do something at Hourglass.
Sure.
And we actually think that the Player One space would be an even better fit, and the Disney traffic would be fantastic.
well, absolutely,
So
yes.
so we're looking forward to both of those things, but just not anytime soon.
Okay, so they're not out of the picture.
They're
just,
not out of the
just-
picture.
It's still in
They're just-
development. You're still in a development.
Yeah.
You're currently in a development.
They're
deal
not
with
a
them.
no
Yes,
yet.
yes.
They're
Okay.
not a no.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. All right, so you can find Greg and I and Todd. I'm pretty sure Todd will be here at the anniversary show in.
pretty
let's
sure
say,
I will be.
Let's see. It'll be a week from now because this show will probably be up on Saturday
Sure.
or Sunday.
Yeah.
So you
Saturday
look for
the
us.
17th.
17th. The doors will open at 11.
11, yes.
And if you come on the 17th, and we encourage you to we encourage you to arrive and visit and see all the things there are to see here. There is going to be a sneak peek of the vault.
Of the vault.
Oh, yes, that's true. That's
5421, yes. The,
So it may not be completely fully operational.
Right.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, you get to kind of see the
get to see it.
progress,
Sure.
and it's coming along at a fast pace.
It's amazing.
it is
pretty
pretty cool.
cool.
compared to where it was last time we did a
Sure.
show.
Yeah.
It was
and
nothing.
if we've got a week between now and then, it's going to be
Yep.
even cooler by then. But worst case scenario, if we don't have the licenses all transferred over, then we'll be. I think we actually worked. It is. I think we worked out something with Hourglass where we're going to get a keg or two from them.
okay.
And
Nice.
just be giving it out.
That's good to
so,
hear.
So yeah, while supplies last, free beer. What?
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
I get you drunk, son.
So please come down for the anniversary show. 2 wonderful years here at Gods and Monsters.
Two very short years.
Yes.
It doesn't.
Mhm.
It
Yes.
doesn't feel like 2
Yeah.
years at all.
A lot has
so.
certainly happened. It's never boring
Certainly.
here. Your stories are never boring, and what happens to the store and the business, there's,
You got a
there's
beard
never.
now.
It's a
Yeah.
milestone.
I'm a man now.
Yes.
Oh.
I used to be a woman.
Yes.
You're a mister.
If you look
as
back,
well.
I'm a
You're
mister.
a mister.
If you look
I
back,
am a mister. Wow.
If you look back at episode 1, he was a child.
I was but a child.
Yes, yes. As he gave us the tour of the empty building, he was a
Or no,
child.
I am a
He was young
man.
child.
And 2 years is quite a milestone for a small business to survive.
Yeah, especially
and not just survive but thrive. I mean,
especially with the with all the curveballs.
Oh
we've
my
thrown.
gosh,
God,
all the things that have been
mall
going on there.
This and that.
Why? Did you have some trouble at the mall?
No.
That's for the next show.
I don't.
We'll talk about that
don't
next
really
time.
recall.
So on the next show, look for us on Facebook Live. Comment and make questions or whatever pop up. But if you come down here, come and sit with us. We'll always keep a microphone open for the fans to come on
we love
down.
talking to you guys. That would be
Yes,
fantastic.
absolutely. So for Greg,
Yeah.
I'm Todd. I want
Hey.
to say this is Art, and I'm glad you watched the Gods and Monsters show. Look for us next week, Facebook Live. We hope to see you here at the store for the 2nd anniversary.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.